Picture this. You tap Buy Now, and 2 days later, a box shows up at your door. It feels like magic, like the internet teleported it. But the truth is way less futuristic and way more insane. Your stuff probably traveled inside a metal box on a ship the size of a skyscraper. And here's the part almost nobody thinks about. Ocean shipping moves over 80% of the goods traded worldwide by volume. That means this system isn't just part of the economy. It basically is the economy's circulatory system. So when a single link breaks, it doesn't just slow shipping down. It can change what's in stores, how much it costs, and how long you wait. Fact 1. The ocean is the real highway. Most people imagine global trade as airplanes, fancy warehouses, and truck convoys. But the real workhorse is the ocean. Maritime transport moves over 80% of traded goods by volume. That includes the boring stuff that quietly decides everything: raw materials, components, and the in-between parts that factories need to build the final product. Fact 2. Your life fits inside a box. The most important invention in modern trade isn't a ship, it's the shipping container. Because once cargo fits into a standardized box, it can move from ship to rail to truck without being unpacked at every step. This is the reason global supply chains can scale up to ridiculous volumes without totally collapsing under handling costs. Fact 3. Ports are factories, not parking lots. A major port isn't a place where ships arrive. It's a machine. Cranes lift containers, yard vehicles sort them, trains pull them inland, trucks cycle through gates. Everything is timed like an assembly line. And when the timing slips, congestion doesn't stay at the waterfront. It spreads outward into warehouses, trucking schedules, and store inventories. Fact 4. One narrow canal can freeze billions. In 2021, when a ship blocked the Suez Canal, the BBC estimated it was holding up about $9.6 billion of goods per day. That's roughly $400 million per hour, stuck, because one vessel couldn't move. It's the perfect example of a choke point, a narrow section of the system where failure turns into global chaos. Fact 5. A short disruption can echo for months. People hear 6 days blocked and assume 6 days of delay. But shipping isn't a neat line. It's a schedule stacked on top of schedules. When thousands of containers arrive late all at once, ports and warehouses can't instantly absorb that surge because capacity is limited. Fact 6. The busiest port effect. Scale matters so much that a single port can shape an entire region's supply chain speed. Transport Topics reported the Port of Los Angeles handled nearly 10.3 million TEUs in 2024 and remained North America's busiest container port. When a node that big slows down, the ripple isn't local. It propagates across trucking, rail, and retail timelines. Fact 7. The map is changing. Shipping routes aren't fixed highways. They're economic choices. UN reporting tied to UN's describes ships being forced to reroute onto longer journeys during disruptions, adding time and cost. Longer routes quietly reduce system capacity because ships spend more days in transit instead of making more trips. Fact 8. Developing countries now carry more of the load UNCTAD notes developing countries' share of global maritime freight rose from 38% in 2000 to 54% in 2023. That's a massive shift in who ships what. And it helps explain why modern trade depends so heavily on long intercontinental links. The upside is global growth. The downside is that more distance usually means more points of failure. Fact 9. The cargo mix tells a bigger story. UNCTAD also notes crude oil's share of seaborne trade fell from 29% in 2000 to 18% in 2023, while dry bulk rose from 27% to 36%. That hints at something bigger. Shipping isn't just about energy moving around. It's about feeding global manufacturing and mass consumption at scale. Fact 10. The system is efficient. And that's the danger. Container shipping is one of the most efficient systems humanity has ever built. But when over 80% of traded goods move by sea, efficiency becomes a trade-off. Lower costs most days, bigger shocks on the bad days. It's a machine built for speed, so when it stutters, everyone feels it. So the next time a product is out of stock or a price jumps for no obvious reason, there's a chance the real story isn't in a store. It's somewhere between a port crane, a shipping lane, and a schedule that had no room for surprises.